We ready to go?
Dude, you're late. We're already filming. You're live.
Welcome, boomers, to the inaugural episode of Boomtown. I am your host, Potion Stat, the only potion that you need right now. Today we have a big juicy announcement for an event that you may have heard whispers about, a certain celebration of our up-and-coming talent in the Street Fighter space. Do you feel a little rumbly in the tummy? Well, that can only mean IBS. Cue IBS graphic. Cue IBS graphic. That's right, the Incubator Boomer Showdown is here. In today's episode, we'll give you all the info on how this beautiful throwdown is going to shake down in the next few weeks. First, let's talk about the event at large for all of you that aren't yet in the know. The IBS is an offshoot of everyone's favorite Street Fighter team event, The Butt. It follows a similar format, with teams of 4 being led by a coach. But who are the coaches for this event? Well, the champion of churn, god of grunts, the ever-effervescent Razka, the absolutely perfect American hero depressed Met fan, the master of random cat butt, Bushin Ryu on the scene with Byronic Zero, and the god emperor of low tiers himself, Jimenez 357. Ooh, get a little... Oh, give me that juice. Each of our captains will be fielding a team of 4 players from among our community with a focus on developing talent. That means none of the players entering this event have ever hit master rank. The IBS is all about taking our developing talent and celebrating them, and in turn, celebrating the learning and level up process that we all associate with the FGC Boomers community. So, who are the players on these teams? Oh, you know I'm making you wait till the very end for that, you silly gooses. Back on track, format and dates. We have 2 major events set for August the 18th and the 25th, both Sundays. Both events will start at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so clear your calendars. Our first event on the 18th is a round robin between all 6 teams, where you'll get a chance to see all of our players in action. This is a low stakes event where all the players get to feel out the competition, their teams, and enjoy some time in the spotlight. It's like a mixer, like a little Sunday mixer. Our second event on the 25th is a butt-style team tournament. It's got a bracket and everything. Seating for the tournament will be provided by the round robin on the 18th, and with teams of 4, we'll have our coaches step in to break any ties. During the week between these 2 Sunday events, our players will be leveling up their game with their coaches and the FGCB Discord at large. Pick up some new skills, some ranked play to show off those gains, maybe some character-specific counterplay for their opponents. So come out and show all these players some support. Let's all show off the tried and true FGC Boomers process of learning through camaraderie, community, compassion, and cooperation. Love you, Boomers. You're the best. And I think that's it, right? We're done? Sweet. Good work, team. First episode in the bag. That was a good one, too. Shit, the teams. All right, now I cannot be the only person having this much fun making this show. So to present teams, I'm going to pass it over to my man Papturt in the booth. Why didn't that button work? I'm going to pass it to my man Papturt in the booth. User not online. What the heck, Pap?
Man, they do not make Blanka feet picks the way they used to. Just, I don't know. Yo! Hey, Potion. What's up, dude? Yeah, man. Yeah, no, for sure. I'm super jazzed. I'm so pumped about IBS. The thing that we're, you know what I mean. Yeah. Yeah, no, dude, Boomtown's gonna be sick. It's a really fun idea. People will like it. No, I got you. Yeah, no. The team intros, for sure. I'll have the team intros cooked up. Can't wait to introduce our players. For Saturday, right? Oh, because the Tekken tournament is on Saturday, right? Which means we do them on Friday. I know. We do them on Friday, which is why this was a test. This is why you're the event organizer. I knew. I was just seeing if you did. So we'd have to have them recorded like, oh, tonight. Okay. All right. No problem. Yeah, they're done. They'll be over soon. Mrs. Pap wanted to learn Blanka, so I had her download all of HBO Max. So the internet's a little rough. I'll send them over though. You might not get them until like tomorrow morning. So I'm gonna head out, and I will send them over, and I will catch you later. All right, bye. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the show. You're tuning in to the team reveal for the IBS, the Incubator Boomer Showdown. My name is Paptert, aka Paper T, and I am here to teach you about. Seems I have a text message. Give me just one moment. What are you doing? Okay. I am getting ready for my IBS. She'll know what it means. Okay, perfect. All right, so I am Paptert, and I am here. Are you coming to bed? It's 2 p.m. Silly pap wife. No one would go to bed at 2 p.m., which is the time that it is. I am hoping she's having so much fun playing Blanca on the Wi-Fi, which is why our internet's slow, which is why these videos would go to PotionStat late. We're going to not think about that, and we're going to just do the team reveal and move right along. So, the very first team in our show today is going to be Team Grab and Jab. This group of bad boys and girl are coached by none other than everyone's favorite wall of patience, hugs, and mandatory Thursday team events, God of Grunts himself. The good God is joined by Beanleby, the lean, mean, green bean, who isn't actually mean or green, though he may be lean. This legend can be found in pretty much every channel on our great server, making each place he posts a little bit brighter. Now in the Street Fighteriest move available, he's bringing Ryu to the throwdown in the IBS. After Beanleby comes Pear Hungry, the face of EVO 2024 and half of famed 2X KO duo, Beef, Pear, and Hungry Cake. This Lily player has been featured in one of EVO's actual marketing shots. What you can't tell from that picture, though, is that she just stole the soul of her opponent. And she did so because of the cheering of Wayne the Game & Watch main. He is the GOAT hype man and straight up the most hated person at EVO. Of all people who played a boomer, as he cheered for all of us loudly. He brings the laughs, the rowdy riling, and now the pain. And then there's Cameral, a real example of Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Cameral dips his toes into both of those games and others. Cam already uploaded an hour-long training montage for his coach to review, and if, say, an over-enthusiastic IBS organizer were to watch the whole thing, they would have found someone who is both hilarious and a beast. Now, this group of thugs is all about hugs. This group of grapplers... Okay, Wayne is on Ed. This group of Cameral plays Ed, and Beanleby plays Ryu. This single grappler and group of pseudo-protagonists is ready to put a tight squeeze on the competition. We should pre-read these. Okay, moving on. Next is the Retro Mighty Mutant Boomers. They are coached by Depressed Met Fan, and the mutants themselves are the following people. Turtle Power. 8-Bit. 8-Bit is an up-and-coming Street Fighter 6 player, and if you believe the legends of old, was once a moderator at FGCB. Snap into a Grim Kim and chiptune in to watch him pop off. Next we've got Gilbot 9000, a robot with a heart of gold. Relatively new to the server in the grand scheme of things, he's already become a mainstay in our hearts, and this kind soul has switched to playing Guile. Another good one lost to the darkness. But moving on from him, there's Dr. Fiscopus, my very own real-life homie who has a terminal case of French grappling. His thirst for homemade meat is matched only by his thirst for command grabs and female Rogadins in the FGC retirement home. And finally on this team we have Evolved Monkey. This Tekken OG is the newest student of FGCB's legendary Blanca coaching tree and its sacred fraternity of balling. He's too smart! And will shock you with his clever gameplay. Now the coach, my OG rival DMF, is clearly our Splinter, but which one is Donatello or Raphael? Let us know in the chat. Next we move along to another team close to my heart, a team that begs the question, who are they? Now this team's name hails from an immortal catchphrase of their very own coach Rosca. It certainly won't lead to constantly confusing grammar in our productions. Members of the squad include Sweet Brie R&R, the Jamie player and cheese-themed slayer, so say a prayer for the way her pressure layers can convey her readiness to smack those intolerant. Next you have Dyslexic, the FGCB moderator who I believe has racked up the most bans under his belt. He's bringing the hammer to the competition. And he may also have the single widest roster of available characters within his bracket. If you were in his bracket, maybe take a note of that before you prepare for the match. You're welcome. Next is Fire Drill. In the ancient days, a pilot of Dhalsim, but now he's traded in the yoga mat for a psychic gat. His flicker is thicker and quicker than the slow-mo flow of Yogo. You can't wait to see how he uses that psychic power. And then, of course, the man who needs no introduction, the Dark Wizard himself, the permanent JP cosplayer, founder of all things Boomer. His legendary brilliance casts a blinding shadow that leaves the competition going dark and darker. My friend and yours, the God Emperor, and the only hope we have against the AI machine overlords, GNLs. With Razka's coaching, this team is incredibly well equipped. He plays everyone, leaving his foes only to remark, "Not the totally prepared opponents!" Onwards, we find ourselves with a team that has just straight up the best name out of any of them. Team Drive Gympact. Say it with me. Drive Gympact. Team Drive Gympact is coached by our very own mentor, top 8 TNSer, Xbox pad enthusiast, and genuinely good dude, Jimenez357, who also can't beat me in, Dojo Masters. His squad includes Arby's Harbinger, who has the beats. This Abigail player found a new home in Marissa, though he does still DM Capcom daily requesting a skin that turns her into a car. He's also my cousin and very dear friend. Next is Sam Sama, who is Spooky's shining skilled striking successor. Sam's first fighting game is Street Fighter VI, and he's brought the thunder. My notes say he's into feet. Pardon me, they say he's a jury player, and he's revving his fun Fray engine. Next you've got Die-Hi, the community rep and the legend of the hardware channel. A light blue name means you're the best of us, but his Marissa will pulverize the rest of us. And then there's 7-Star. It was love at first TBT. 7-Star joined up and was immediately thrown into the fray against yours truly. I remember 2 things from that night. He was a hoot to hang with, and I don't know how to handle Jamie's drive rush standing heavy punch. As he always says, why settle for a 5-star man when you could have a 7-star one? This team is now led, of course, by the man voted most likely to have more body pillows than regular ones, and he's also okay at fighting games. Can't wait to see how they pan out. Next, we have the only team to be officially licensed by the British Romantic Poets Society, Byronix Heroes. This assemblage of ass-kickery is coached by the titular Byronic himself. Once called Wormbo, this feral cran-eater also appears to be a compassionate and dedicated leader. Who knew? His squad includes Orange, a Blanca player with 1 mistake, and Bison's hand he's come to shake. Scissored kicks and stomps do quake, the ground and low my heart doth break. Then there's Thaco. To hit his armor class one must roll well lest they turn to dust. This once Ed player shakes his rust and now feels the demon's lust. That's an Akuma reference, I had to kind of stretch that. Then there's Terror Mask. The sibling of you dropped this king, but scribbling that would lack the zing to fully represent the thing that Terror Mask embodies. His passion for the game is high, with thrash and see his cami fly, for his opponent's doom is nigh when terror comes to lobbies. And then finally, of course, there's Shiitake Mango. A kind and stout heart, with execution flawless. Like Scottish hero, adorned with cheers like Wallace. Chun in the rear view, so Aki soon shall maul us. All will call his name, yet none would call him Awless. When asked for a quote about the team, I was told, "We walk in beauty like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies, and now you hold those drive rush lights and contemplate your swift demise." Street Fighter fans from the early 1800s are loving that, by the way. Okay, and the final team of the afternoon is the Alley Cats, assisted by the backside brutalizer himself, Cat Butt. And his furious felines, let's get to him. Tipsy Bear, the truest embodiment of defending 170. This fella protected our actual setup at EVO and held down an entire flank during the great raid on our chairs. If you want the lore on that, hit me up. They say this experience may be what awakened the Satsui no Hado in his heart. Mirai is someone new to the Street Fighter VI scene. This Skyfarer has quickly taken to drive rushing. Mirai had the grand idea to study the tutelage of his captain, and thus he is exactly who we wanted for this event. You will be cheering for this amazing person to play more Street Fighter. Percival. And then there's Jobius, the legend himself. Jobius is the only player to have participated in every team event FGCB Street Fighter has put on. Some of you may know this legend from his time in the Butt, which is an event that we do. And the OGs, the ancient OGs, will recognize that he was in the BTB itself, an event predating the Butt and even Street Fighter 6. Jobius plays a sick Chun and has a new and saucy jury, but more importantly, he is a legend and pillar of FGCB culture. And then to round out our roster, we've got Gator-kun, the owner of the cutest dog on the server. I'm so sorry, Vampire in a Box, but I said what I said. This jury player has aspirations of coaching on a future team, and he definitely has that dog in him. And if you don't believe me, check pet pictures. And then there's Catbutt himself. Some call him Tim. But whatever you call him, you gotta put respect on that name. Catbutt has actually served as a mentor to both of the organizers of this show. He taught me everything I know about Aki. And some say he's the cat's meow. Jesus. Who wrote this? Me. Okay. Alright, I believe that wraps us up. And if this didn't record this time, I'm going to kill everyone. So let's pause it and see what happens.
And that is your full lineup for the IBS. We cannot wait to begin the festivities on the 18th, so mark your calendars and come out and cheer on the developing talent within the FGCB. One last thing, real talk for a second. We are so happy with all the support the community has given this event. Frankly, we've had so many applicants, far more than we expected or had room for when we were originally designing it. Narrowing down that number to just 24 people sucked. We picked alternates and had to make cuts based on things like team balance, availability, you name it, and still there were a lot of cuts of great people that we wish we didn't have to make. The Butt 2 is going to be coming eventually, and we're going to try and give priority access to anyone who didn't make it into the IBS, because we don't want you to miss out on the fun. We see you, and we want to make sure that you're included. But that's it for me. Thank you so much for coming out to Boomtown. I hope you had a great time, and I will see you on August 18th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is a song. This is the outro song because we don't have an outro yet. This is a song because we don't have an outro yet.